Hello everyone, welcome to Chess Endgame Studies. Today we are learning 2 pawn versus 2 pawn, and these 2 pawns are white has g2 and h2 pawn and black has a g7 and h7 pawn with king on their original positions. Let's learn the variation and see how both sides can have chances of winning when other side make mistake. Let's see. King f2, King f7, King f3, King f6, King g4, King g6, King h4, King h6, King g4, King g6. At some point white pushes to avoid the draw here. So g3, King h6, h3, King g6. Black is still shuffling from King g6 to King h6. Now h4, King h6. After King h6, white moves to opposite direction and plays King f5. Black gives a check, g6 check, King f4, King h5. So here important position is there. Here only two moves for white to draw and every other move is losing for white. So g4, King e4 and King e5. These moves are losing for white. And the drawing moves are King e3 or King f3. So let's first we see the g4. g4 check, King into h4, g5, King h5, King f3, King into g5. So now black is up 2 pawns and winning. So let's see King e4. King e4, King g4, King e5, King into g3, King f6, King into h4, King g7, g5. White cannot stop this g pawn and black is winning here. So after King h5, the drawing move for white is King f3. h6, King f4, g5 check, h into g5, h into g5, King f5, g4, King f4. Now here for black two moves are present. One is King g6 and one is King h6. One is losing for black and one is a draw. So if black play here King g6, then white king takes the opposition on the next move and white is winning. Because when the white pawn is behind the king and white is gets the opposition to the black king, so white is winning the squares f5, g5 and h5 and it is a winning for white. Let's see. King g6, King into g4, King g7, King g5, King g8, King g6, King f8, g4, King g8, g5, King f8, now King h7, King f7, g6 check. So now white is winning. So here after King f4, black must go King h6. King into g4, King g6. Here black takes the opposition and white king cannot win the f5, g5 and h5 squares for him. Black king always gets the opposition wherever white king moves, like King f4, then King f6, King g4, then King g6, King h4, then King h6. So it is a draw. Let's see the another variation. King f2, King f7, King f3, King f6, King g4, now King e5, g3, h6. If here black plays g6 instead of h6, then it is losing for black or it is winning for white. Let's see what is the variation. King g5, king e4, king h6, king f3, king into h7, king g2, king into g6, king into h2, g4, king h3, g5, king h4, king f6, king h5, g6, king h6, and king f7. So black king cannot stop the white pawn and black is losing here. So after g3, black must play h6, not g6. After h6, king h5, king f5, g4, king f4, king g6, king into g4, king into g7, h5, king f6, king f4, king g6, king g4, h3 check, king h4, king h6, king g3, king into h5, king into h3. So this is a draw. Let's see the another variation. It is for the draw. King f2, king f7, king f3, king f6, king g4, king e5, g3, h6. After h6, white played h4, g6, h5, g5, king f3, king f5, white gives a check and close the position, g4 check. So position is closed. King f6, king e4, king e6, king d4, king d6, king c4, king c6. So none of the king is able to cross the fifth rank. So it is a draw. So this is about the endgame studies. Hope you like it. Thank you.